to hear from you, because this is the reason why this has come back is because you voted over and over and over that this is amazing. And if you spend a lot of time on the computer, if you spend a lot of time driving, as I know my husband and I do all the time, back and forth, visiting, taking kids everywhere. Oh my gosh, if you are a swim team or a sport
Football,
mom
soccer,
and
baseball.
dad, oh my gosh, those are the most unforgiving things in the whole wide world. And even, here's my friend Denise Repko, if you are someone that is going to the theater and like me are a little vertically challenged, and sometimes those theater seats are not all that comfortable, that's where the sciatica pillow comes in, called Pillows with a Purpose. And it just came in after selling out in September. It's finally back in at $19.98. So what is a pillow with a purpose?
Well, this is doctor developed and patented technology. Actually, sciatica is a problem that so many of us suffer from, and it can manifest itself in so many different ways. It could be numbness, tingling, burning, throbbing down the front of the leg, the hip, down through the gluteals or hamstrings. And this pillow, developed again by a doctor, what it is designed to do is it's fuller and firmer in the back, narrower through the legs, and shallower at the front, because what it does is it lifts your sits bones, which are actually called your ischial tuberosities. It lifts the sits bones up away from the chair to give you a little bit of leg behind, a little bit of room behind your thighs, so it helps relieve some of the discomfort associated with sciatica.
Well, here's the thing, like I have shoe shopping coming up in about 48 minutes, and one of the shoe brands I'm going to have is Bionic with Orthokeel. And I'm going to quote Sandra Bennett, because she always says it well. She's like, she never thought she needed an orthotic shoe. She really didn't. She started using those great shoes, and I've got a couple great styles for you coming up, and she said, I can't believe it. And I think that you might say to yourself, oh, I don't know, I don't even know if I have sciatica. Maybe I do, maybe I don't, I have no idea. But the point is that a lot of people that got this pillow got it because they sit in the car for a long time, and then getting out, they're like, ooh, or they're sitting at the computer all day long, and they're like, wait a minute, I gotta get up. Or, you know, you're even sitting at dinner at night, and that hard surface is just not good for you. So really, I think anybody watching can benefit. Can we give
anybody who sits, absolutely. And I just want to show you.
By the way, 2,300 have been ordered today.
Oh my goodness! And I just want to show you a little brief demonstration without the pillow. So if I just sit down,
you don't mind if I sit down?
Not at all. And this is a relatively padded chair. But what my point is when you're sitting and your knees are higher than your sits bones, that's going to put that little bit of aggravation through that sciatic nerve. So now when I sit on the pillow, you're going to see instantly that my sits bones, my hips, are now higher than my knees. So that's going to help alleviate some of the discomfort associated with sciatica, because now I have room underneath of my thighs, so I'm not compressed down in that seat.
So, you know, when you're looking at this chair, you might wondering, how do I care for it? And that's what's so beautiful about this, because it's all very easily washable, right, Denise?
It is, yes. And you can see, I mean, in all of these different, you know, chairs, what I like is that it's so lightweight, it's so compact. You can throw this in your car, use it in any chair in your home, in the office. You saw the bleachers where you could take it to watch all of the kids' different activities. And if it would happen to get a spill or a stain on it, you could simply take the cover off of it. The blue cover comes off. You throw it in the washer, low tumble dry. And the actual seat, the actual pad itself, is treated with Ultrafresh. And what that means to you and I is that it is an antibacterial. So you don't have to worry about bacteria on this pillow, because obviously we're sitting on it. So you would want to make sure that it stays nice and clean. And
well, I noticed this from the video where everybody was doing this cool thing. So yes, one of them is awesome at $19.98. But you can also get a second one if you'd like, and now get that wonderful lumbar support at the lower back that feels fabulous, and you can adjust this to your body. So one is great at $19.98. Two of them comes in at the half shipping and handling, so you're saving over $2.50 right there. And remember, this sold out when it was on the air back in September. We just got it back in tonight on QVC.
And prior to this big size, we had a set of two that were much smaller, and that sold out. So what we did is we listened to the QVC viewer, because they said, we like the set of two, but they were smaller. Can you make us a bigger size sciatica pillow? So we made it, and it sold out, so people loved it. But I loved how you pointed out that you can have one down and one up. If you come to my house, the computer at our house is what that looks like. I have sciatica, so for me, I really need to lift my thighs away from the seat. My husband has low back discomfort, so he flips it up, I lower it down, he
or
flips
you
it
could
up.
get two and do it this way,
exactly.
where you're doing like a double duty, which is awesome. The other thing is, a lot of times I feel like my feet don't rest comfortably on the ground because I'm short. And what I'm feeling right here, now, you know, you could be 6'2" and use this pillow. You could be 5'1" like me and use this pillow. But it's really sitting me at the right angle so that
your hips are higher than the knees.
In the chair, and I feel like my feet are very comfortable on the ground. I absolutely would put this in a tote bag and take this with you to the theater, because you know, this is giving you such, see, look at that, you can see the angle of my thighs and where my knees are. And like I said, you don't have to have a conscious knowledge that you have sciatica in order to use this pillow. I think if you could raise your hand and say, I've never felt creaky, I've never had a little bit of numbness, I've never had like a little bit of
burning
in my lower back,
or
guess
whatever.
What? Wow,
it's just
you're
comfortable.
amazing, because I think every single one of us have said just that. And we're sitting on the computer, we're sitting in the car, we're sitting in the movie theater, and even though those seats are supposed to be comfortable, a lot of times they're not. This weighs next to nothing. Take it with you. Well, you know what's so nice, Denise, is one of our wonderful callers decided to chat with us tonight. So hi, Nadine. Welcome to White Hot Linens and welcome to QVC.
Hi, Jamie.
Hey.
It's so great to speak with you. My goodness, I've been watching you for 23 years.
Yep, and I've been here for, this is starting 29, so we've been together a long time, Nadine, and welcome to White Hot Linens.
Oh, and the silver style and through everything, and you are one of my most favorite people.
Oh, thank you. That means so much to me, Nadine. Thank you so much.
Certainly do your job so well.
Oh, thank you. Well, it's a fun job to have.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm sorry I interrupt.
No, go ahead.
I purchased a pillow. I'm going to get another one because my husband and I, we're road people. We love to get in a car and drive wherever.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Recently, and whenever I get out of the car, I feel like I'm paralyzed.
Oh, I know that feeling.
I'm hoping this will help me. We purchased a little motorhome and hope to visit all of the national parks.
Oh, what a wonderful.
Good idea.
That's a wonderful destination.
And I think the pillow definitely is going to do us a lot of good.
And you know, Nadine, I want you to know, excuse me for interrupting you, I want you to know this is not a memory foam pillow. This is not supposed to be a pillow that absorbs you. This is a dense polyfill, so its intention is to actually lift your bottom up away from the seat, creating some space between your thighs and the seat, so then it takes some of that discomfort away from any sciatica issue that you might be experiencing down through your legs, your feet. It could be numbness, burning, tingling, any of that.
I see. So you believe this is for me if we're going to be
on the road again.
I'm hoping that you'll enjoy it.
And you know what's great about QVC, Nadine, is I really do think, honestly, that this is going to make a big difference. But if you get to the end of 30 days and it's not for you, you can return it. So you can, you know, try it out. Take it on the road. Do those 30 days. Go to one of the great national parks you're going to visit. And then if it's not for you, you're out absolutely nothing. But I think both you and your husband are really going to love it.
Well, thank you. And I just have a very, very quick question.
Sure.
Is it Deidre that's in college already?
No, Deirdre is still 13, thank goodness. So I still have her home. But Kara graduated from high school last year, yes.
Okay, when you said that, my heart sank.
I know.
I said,
yeah, I'm deciding I'm just keeping Deirdre home. She's not going anywhere.
Oh, Lord, how old am I?
I know, really. Not yet. We got about another 5 years before that one, Nadine. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful trip across the country. That sounds fantastic.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nadine. Have fun.
Bye-bye.
So again, showing you what it looks like when your knees are slightly higher than your hips. What that does is that kind of aggravates any of that sciatica issue that people might be tending to experience. When you sit on this pillow, which is higher and denser in the back, narrower in the front and lower in the front, what it instantly does, it lifts those
you
butt
can see
bones.
that angle is totally
creating
different,
some space between your legs. So when you're sitting, the intention is to make you feel more comfortable with any sciatica issues you might have.
And the other thing it's doing that we haven't talked about yet, and it's just, and even let me take this one out because I just want you to see me in the one, is that when you sit on this, look at what happens to your posture. Like I love yoga and Pilates.
I teach yoga.
It's all about, you know, everything
engaging
in
your
alignment.
core.
But when you're on this, suddenly I feel like I'm sitting up straighter. Like I was sitting next to Isaac the other day and I thought, am I sitting like this? Because that's not good. I want to sit up nice and straight. My mother was runner-up for Miss Posture in 1944.
You're kidding.
Yes, she was. So
Oh my
hello,
gosh, I
I
love
have to,
it.
you know, honor her wonderful memory. But really, it's so amazing how my posture feels so different by sitting here because I am in a different
You're
alignment.
in a different position and you're just a little bit more aware. And I like the cutout that's in the center, so it just kind of keeps you more comfortable as you're sitting. And it is designed like a bicycle seat on purpose. And again, it is doctor developed, it is patented, and this is treated with Ultra Fresh, so you don't have to worry if anything would get on it.
But how do I clean it? Because I think we
You can throw this in the washer and low tumble dry. So, and the treatment with Ultra Fresh again is an antibacterial, so you don't have to worry about any of those issues that come with sitting on cushions.
So, okay, are you in the car a lot? Do you go to card games on a regular basis? Do you watch a lot of TV? Are you somebody that goes to the theater very often, whether it's the movies or it's the opera? It doesn't matter.
Right.
We talked about sporting events. Those metal bleachers are atrocious. That's the basketball games. I mean, come on, those are the swim meets that go on forever. And now you've got this wonderful pillow with a purpose that's sold out in its debut. We just got it back in stock. And you know, like we said, it's $20. You get it home, you try it. If it's not right for you, you return it. You can use it literally for those 30 straight days, and if it's not right for you, you return it. I remember that when my daughter did take a very brief time off from dance and was competitive swimming, and she got my husband like a special kind of pillow thing for the bleachers because he always has back issues. He always kind of had these kind of issues, but it really wasn't designed like this is to alleviate the problem. It was just a nice squishy thing to sit on.
Anything that's going to help some of the discomfort. I mean, you know what, why not? And like I said, so many people have some form of sciatica and they don't really realize what it is. It originates from your lower back. Some people it can manifest itself down through the hip flexor. The side of the hip is where mine comes in, down through the back of the leg, even into your foot with burning, numbness, tingling. If there's something out there that might just give you a little more comfort, I think it's worth a try.
At $20 too,
I know,
at $19.98. If you get more than one, like our lovely caller was gonna get an extra one for her husband because they're seeing all the,
very kind.
wonderful national parks across the country.
That's
what
awesome.
a great place to go. This is $19.98 on our featured price, and it sold out back in September. We just got it back in stock. Thanks, Denise. So at the end of the show, we're going to have an opportunity to chat with my friend Amy Scaglione with a return of a Today's Special Value. Now, what do I mean by that?